good solution is a solution that addresses a real problem. And for us, there was a very specific problem. We've got local communities that are not very big. They tend to be quite a distance from each other. If we just provided wireless, it'll be prohibitively expensive for the customers, and the bandwidth that each one of them will get will be not more than about 20 Mbps unless they have a really expensive piece of equipment. Fiber, on the other hand, is amazing in terms of providing great speeds, almost unlimited for all practical purposes. On the other hand, to string fiber across, say, 50 kilometers of something that you could traverse wirelessly 10 kilometers is, first of all, not a cheap undertaking. Second of all, to maintain it in challenging rural conditions is another story altogether. Now, mixing the two, you say, okay, listen, I'll take the strengths of each. Why fiber instead of just doing wireless all the way is a great question, because we're getting technical here. If I need to serve those 100 customers from an antenna like this, we get into the physics of radio frequencies. Radio frequencies have a certain capacity. If I'm using a certain stretch, 20 megahertz, there's only so much data that can go through this particular pipe. And the nature of the beast is that it gets loaded very, very fast. And this is the reason that many times you go to a city, a big city, and you're supposed to be getting 50 Mbps on a 5G, and you're looking at 30 Mbps or 20 Mbps, even in the most developed parts of the world. It's just the nature of physics of radio frequencies. On the other hand, if I create a very fat pipe, as fat as I can, of wireless, and drop it into fiber, the main link maintains its capacity. The fiber infrastructure is almost limitless. Basically, the link here, which starts from here, goes 11 kilometers up to that last ridge that we see in front of us, slightly shaded, and it's about 11 kilometers. Now, in wireless technology, or in radio frequencies in general, you have something called a Fresnel zone. And the way the beam goes, it's not a straight line. It's like a pipe in the shape of a cigar. Starts very narrow, and about mid-range between the 2 points, it's at its thickest. And when you plan a network, one of the things you're trying to do is avoid any obstacles. It has to be what's called a clear line of sight. So we have Loligan, and then Loligan drops into the cabling, and then it's all fiber here. That's the classic white fiber.
When I was like 26, 27, then I use internet. Mostly before we use like keypad phone, which one is Nokia 1100 something like that, which is first. That's in 2004-5. Then after 11, we use smartphone.
Nowadays, I think everybody has a smartphone. Laptops and computers are very rare, sir, in this area, because we have only one CSC center out here. Smart TVs people are using nowadays, especially in homestay, because like this area is basically on homestay, sir, in tourist spot. So right now, homestay are urging us to connect to the smartphone. That's why they are using internet, sir, and smart TV, sorry. Yes, sir, this is a real opportunity, sir, in this area, sir, because computers and laptops are very few, but like people are connecting to it, people are learning, sir.
This is a remote area, but internet connection through these guys has been a breakthrough, because there was no connectivity at all before they came here. We had to do all manual and everything, and for the kids, you know, now they are going on to coding and this and that. And this has become a very, very handy for us and very, very helpful for me, especially as administrator for the school, as well as for the kids, because we are very much on computers and all the latest studies and all, and internet is a must, you know it. And it's been doing an immense service for us. Not only for here, for all the entire village, people have been very good. The connectivity is very good, clear. Whatever they have been giving is quite clear, and we have been able to do whatever work we want to do. We are able to do those all things.
This is the modern era right now, and many kids, even infants, they are growing up using the internet. I was one of them, but I did not use it in a negative way. I used the internet in especially during the pandemic. I used it for studies and also for entertainment, like playing games and watching videos on YouTube.
We will do that PAN card here. We will fill the form, and we will make driving license also. For that purpose, we have to fill the application form. That's why we will do here. And most of the people from village, they will come here and ask for bank also. They will do Xerox and all like that. In this place, if we don't have internet like electricity, we have to go far. Like now, before we have to travel like 3 hours from car. Now, because of this shop and all, they will come here and it will be easy for all the people.
As if it's not rather challenging in its own right to just set up one of these networks, we are constantly addressing a variety of factors that impact our connectivity or potentially impact our connectivity. They start from weather occurrences. It could be a flood, it could be a heavy rain, it could be a landslide. Because a lot of our equipment is near roads or pathways with things like trucks or tractors tearing down fiber or breaking down equipment. Continues with people, collecting firewood and cutting fibers. Something we started in COVID. Before that, we would have them, but not so often. In COVID, we realized we're just like, for the first couple of weeks, everybody was just like in their own thing. And then we said, okay, we gotta bring everything back. And everybody was not moving, and the teams couldn't move around. It was a disaster. So we kind of initiated this daily thing. It was firstly a daily meeting, just checking in. Can you guys go to the field? Do you have permissions to go to the field? Because in the beginning, most people didn't have permission to go and troubleshoot. Only essential services. It took us a while to get a certificate that we're an essential service. Pretty tough year and a half.
So it's depending on the issue, which issue was comes up. But mostly it will take around 6 to 7 hours to resolve this, sir. For example, in 23 we have just facing the flash flood. In this time we have just got a 3 days of downtime. This is a major downtime in my work journey because every infrastructure was washed out and the electricity was not there. It's the hard time, and we will take the 3 days in this time to make it all the things was up because the other provider is totally shut down. The connecting bridges which are we connecting to the Singtam and Rawangla and Yangyang is also totally washed away. And where we have taking the bandwidth for the power grid, the route was totally washed away. Around our 10-kilometer fiber infra was totally washed away.
It took us days to realize how big this was, the casualties, the damage. And initially it was really just a point of pride to say we were the first ones who got the lines up and actually got those essential services going. So it's exactly in those situations when you need connectivity, because there's total confusion. People from inside don't really know where the points of real need are. People coming from outside are not sure where to go, right? People are looking for their near and dear, and connectivity is off, nothing is up. Imagine 3 days with nothing, and after 3 days it slowly comes back to life, right?
Also try to make upper power grid link up. So it was totally opposite side of the river. The river level was the unpredictable. So we did the help with the drone, with the help with the local peoples, and we'll also arrange the boat for two, but it will be not able to with the boat. Everyone goes afraid. So we'll do the help with the drone. It will take almost 4 days to make this cable cross in the river. So it's late night 9:30 and our one link goes down. Is a place name called Rompo. So we are out for the troubleshoot. The link goes down around 8:30. So we got information and circulating of information in our group. Yeah, this time around 200 plus customer was affected due to this outage. So we are just reached in the location. So let's see how we do the troubleshoot at late night, and our team will struggling at this moment.
One place or a few places?
Only one place.
Again, how do you know it's cut on purpose?
There is a cutting sign, sir. If fiber was broke, this cut is different.
So it's not an accident. This is a. But it's a pretty sturdy piece of equipment. It's a sheath, and inside you have a couple of pairs of fiber. So if somebody hits it mechanically, it'll just crack or break, or it might break, but it'll be not a clean cut. This is a cut with a cutter. You can see it was clinical, so to speak.
Our technical team made this all, so get work easier.
Yeah, so basically what happens is when there's a fiber cut, first of all, it's a race against time. The tolerance for downtime is 30 seconds. You'll start getting immediately calls. And when it's 240 customers, so the team just scrambled. You saw we came here, there were 6 people here troubleshooting, and they all were at home and they just jumped in and fixed it. And when you look at the reason for a cut, sometimes it's a truck, in some places it's animals, sometimes it's people cutting trees and just inadvertently cutting a thing. And tonight actually it was an intentional cut. So amongst other animals we have commercial rivals, and it's in their interest to cut the wire and cause the downtime, and then basically go around and say that our quality has been degraded. So the team is acutely aware of it, and the minute Kagenda recognized it, immediately the team came here and fixed it. The themes that the foundation is dealing with are very close to our heart and to the things that we do. I found the foundation to be very much flexible and very much in line with the idea that things change as we go. And for us specifically, we wanted to implement Wi-Fiber in a different state, not very far from Sikkim, a place called Arunachal Pradesh. And as we started scoping the land for the actual deployment, we realized that, first of all, the quantum of money that we had was just not enough for us to start a series of networks from scratch and then implement Wi-Fiber on them. We then asked the foundation to pivot to Sikkim and West Bengal, where we already have networks, but we were seeking to expand them. And this is exactly what happened. I mean, the foundation agreed to it. We very quickly shifted. We very, very quickly deployed. And as we travel here, we see the result. And one of the really important things for anybody who's in this space is to understand that it's never a static reality. The technology changes, the needs change, the meaning of the use of the internet changes in front of us as we speak, and it will change again and again and again. So as an operator, you have to, if nothing else, see these trends and respond to them. If you can be half a step ahead, you're a genius. But nobody's a genius forever, all the time.